Whoa. Let this cool down a little. Oh. Maybe I'll beat on the drum. Beat on the bucket a minute. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Let's see if I can do something here. Where am I going in life? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna be? Am I gonna fail too? I don't know. What was that? Am I gonna see? Where am I going in life? What am I gonna do? Where am I going in life? What am I gonna do? Live for today, I guess. Live for now. That's all I've got, you see. That's all is how we gotta live. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? Oh. There's something in there that ain't. Was it the ginger? Or is it the, might be the tomatoes I added, huh? It's not bad, but it does need some meat in it. Let's see here. What am I doing? I was trying to do something. Oh. I added something. Let's see. It's probably that. There's a dash stuff. There's a little bit of ginger. It's good, but I messed it up a little. Let's see. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Let's see. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride around the sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a sleigh. Oh. Tis the bib, oh hey hey oh. Tis the season to be jolly, for we are to. City, oh, I want some in the city where we go. I want you to get on the city go. Hey, nature girl. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where am I going? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? And who am I gonna say it to? Oh, where am I going? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? And who am I gonna say it to? Where am I going? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? And who am I gonna say it to? How you doing today? Oh. I'm doing all right, I guess. It can always be worse than it is. Oh, you just got off work. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you was working today or not. Yeah, a lot of people don't get off, just because it's Christmas Eve or Christmas. You got to have a pretty certain type of job, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it can always be worse. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was trying to remind myself this morning. Like, I'd been toying with going out to the corner or out to the stop sign and holding a sign, try to come up with a few dollars. The only real concern I have is maybe trying to come up with something before Monday to put on my. I do a pre. It's a. Who's here? Hold on a minute. Hey, remember me from yesterday? Wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas Eve. Hey, yeah, Luke the Duke. Was it yesterday or the day before? Probably Sunday, wasn't it? I was trying to say, because I only got so much data on that hotspot. I checked it before I came. I've got it was like 4.45. So that's like a little over 4 hours worth of just if I use it for streaming. So, yeah, that is a cool name, isn't it? Like the Duke. Or Luke the Duke, I mean. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking I didn't get on here yesterday live because I knew that I may want to go live on Christmas Eve, which is today, and then I wanted to try to make sure I have enough on my hotspot for tomorrow, which will be Christmas. Then hopefully on Monday of next week, that'll be my birthday. Hopefully I get paid that day, and I may purchase an in-store phone, or I can order one and use my reward points to, I think, get about $10 off of another phone. I'm eating macaroni. It's a box of macaroni and cheese mixed with some lentils and chopped up onion, and then I opened up a small can of whole tomatoes that I put in it. I'm not liking. I added something that's it don't taste bad, but it's like I don't have any meat to put in it, so That right there alone is not. Because I like to be, whether it be beef or sausage or something, some kind of ground beef can be, or something. I like to do my things like that, but it doesn't matter. Thank you. Yeah, we were talking. What was interesting earlier is I was in Nature Girl. Remember, I was telling you about the person that sent a few people my way, the channel. I was in one of his live streams earlier, man, and he was just trying to motivate people. He's like his live streams are a lot different than, well, it depends. If he's doing a live stream where he's covering a certain topic on the news, like a current thing that's happening, that's going to be different. But like a lot of times, like in the mornings, like today, he was just in a good, cheerful mood and just trying to motivate people and stuff like that. And like he shouted me, I was chatting and it was cool. He had made me a moderator, which, he had a bunch. And it made me think, like, every time I've gone live, I haven't really ever, so far in the past little while, the lives that I've been having, there's been occasion one or two people that were, well, Bleed Blue sometimes pops in, and he is a moderator. My point being, I haven't seen any activity so far in the past month or the past couple of months of lives that I have done. There hasn't been any negativity in the chat. And I don't know if some of the people that used to come in and were there was only like a few people that were moderators. But it made me think about it today that as I do this going forward a little more, especially if I'm able to get that phone on Monday, a phone where it has it's like 5G and my unlimited data. I can just live stream any time of day, any time I want, and it don't really affect it. It's just the other phone that is my main phone is just it just don't have the processing or something like it. It has to be connected to like a hotspot or a Wi-Fi, and it's the only phone I have with actual data. So, and I don't have Wi-Fi at this trailer. What I was going to say about off topic, I was in their chat earlier talking, and he was talking about how in the like he can feel the energy. Well, he was talking about he does lives and he does live on X. Sometimes I think he's done Rumble. I don't know what else he was talking about. A couple other places where he goes live, but he said on YouTube, YouTube has it down as far as like something. I don't know. He was talking about being able to feel the energy though from the people. Like, especially I could understand what he was talking about, like, because it made me think about when we're doing a live stream on this channel and you guys come in here. I can always kind of tell, like, you can feel like I can feel everybody's vibes, like if the chat's going well and people are communicating back and forth, or to me and I'm communicating to you, like you can feel the exchange of energy. It'd be like, and then after I got off there, I thought about we're probably feeling, like if I go live and I'm in a good place where I'm like, I've got that kind of energy, then that's the kind of energy the chat's going to bring. Like, like if you're here watching, anybody else comes in and we're just having like it's like we're just hanging out. We live in a completely different states and all that kind of stuff, but it's almost like this is a chance for people to be able to, like, he was talking about that also in the chat, where whether you're a content creator or not, he was saying, he was encouraging people that he said, I know not everybody wants to make videos. Not everybody wants to do videos where they show their face. Some people do content without showing their face. He said, this is how I do it. I want to be able to make contact. But he was saying, like, even people that aren't, with the age of the technology and being online, he was making a good point about, I'm glad you're here. It seems like, I don't know if Luke the Duke popped out and had something he had to do, but I'm only seeing one person, and it's you, I think, showing. but he might have just been able. He might have only been able to stay a minute. I try to keep from looking at that so much, but like that I've said that over and over. It'll show me. Sometimes I'll see 2, 3. It'll go up. However many people's coming in and out. But sometimes I just figure it's a connection thing. Because some people are still there. It's just not registering on my end. Right. I figured it's not. It's just I'm curious sometimes when people come in and they do actually comment in the chat, and then it's almost like especially if you don't have a lot of people in the chat, and then they just stop, and and then like if the numbers go down, I wonder, well, is it connection but that anything can happen. People have lives, and I understand that. So sorry if I'm no, wait, I'm not sorry. I'm not doing anything wrong. I was about to apologize. Just thinking about rambling or something, but yeah. But what I was saying is I felt like, well, I mean, if I do something wrong or I feel like I have done something wrong, I'm going to try to correct it and I may apologize. But yeah, saying I'm sorry or whatever. I don't say it all the time, but there's times when I get nervous and I will find myself doing that, reverting back to a time when I used to say it a lot. Yeah, like I think I just get a little nervous because especially if I'm not loosened up, like right. Like usually, like for me, it's just being self-conscious, and that's usually why I'm probably saying it. Like I'm thinking too hard about what the other person may be thinking. Like all of a sudden, now I'm talking, and all of a sudden it'll click in my head, like, am I talking too much? Am I boring them? Am I going too far out there? Like that's just part of it sometimes. That's why when I was actively heavily drinking and stuff, I think, drinking was like something that lubricated me and I was easier to not, but that's a false sense of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what do they call it? Liquid courage. I mean, I don't think, one thing I was glad of though is I never was the kind of person to get, like drinking wasn't something where I got aggro or something. The only time I'd get aggro is when other people would get, if I was drinking and somebody else was interfering with the good time I'm having with my friends, and you got that one stupid person, it's the same with whatever you might be doing, whether you're smoking weed or whatever you might be doing. If there's one person in the group that's just not able to handle what the hell they're doing, and it's like they're argumentative and they're going to butt heads with every fucking body and all that, yeah, that can be annoying. And then it would cause me, you know what I mean? Because I can tolerate a lot, but when I would have people over hanging out and you get that one person want to just be like the butt head, I'd have to put it down like, hey, look, man, I can tolerate a lot, but you are starting to interfere with my friends and my other companies, their happiness and their enjoyment. We can't have that. Anyway. No, I haven't seen anything about it, but I was thinking I thought I saw something last week about at least one of the places that you're talking about, and they were monitoring it. You know what I mean? It was like they knew that this was, am I right? Yeah, well, them solar flares happen quite often, but I know they're probably also, yeah, I don't know which particular plate, but I did see something last week, and I don't know if it was something that I was catching on 9.0. Are you talking about an earthquake now? Or a 9.0 solar flare? Like, do they rate solar flares? Hey, Tomcat, what's up, bro? Ditto. Nature Girl, if you don't know who Tomcat is, you should check out his channel. Very cool guy. Been knowing him for a little while here on YouTube, this past year or whatever. I had been more frequent back months ago. I was more frequently. There was a lot of videos he was doing that daily at his work and stuff, and it was really just short, little, good, like. And but just yesterday, I caught. I just wanted to tell her I just wanted to let her know that she should check out your channel. We always try to help people out like that. It's like off topic, like I was saying to her the other day. Off topic show is a lot bigger channel, and seeing quite a few different subscribers just in one day to me. Like I think there were 5 or 6 people that told me, hey, or off topic. I almost said hot topic. Yeah, I'm just excuse me. Just trying to see how the day goes. I really like the guy off topic. Sometimes he covers some stuff that's not something I'd particularly be interested in, but the way he covers it makes it me interested. Like he does, like the quirky, like the way he addresses it. But for the most part, I just enjoyed like I said, his live this morning was really cool. He tries to encourage people to do better. His thing this morning was saying, "Hey, I just want to show people that all it takes, just an average person with a phone and a camera on it can do the same thing. Like it don't have to be all fancy and stuff. You know what I mean? Kind of like if you want to do it fancy, you can. If you don't want to, it's all like." But he was just saying, like, he'd been doing this YouTube thing for 7 or more years. Built that channel up he's got. So you doing all right though, Tomcat? I hope you're having. I don't know what your plans are for Christmas. I don't really have any. So far, I hadn't heard from my friend David, which is a good thing because he said if nothing changes, he's planning on tomorrow. A lot of my favorite channels are not fancy. I prefer heart and honesty. Yeah, like like just straight from the hip type stuff. I like if I hadn't messed up with my computer that I got gifted this past year, I would have eventually gotten Wi-Fi and learned how to do some better certain things. But I figure it's all in due time. I feel like I maybe was rushing myself. That's why in 2025, see, I've thought about getting a channel, but I'm a super private person. It would be cool to have like minded people to discuss things with. Yeah, like I would say before you do it, just think about how you want to do it and what you want to say and do. And then it might be even something you want to think about if you're a private person, like Matt was saying in his live stream earlier. Some people don't want to show their faces. Like Tomcat barely, as far as I know it, I've only seen his face a few times, and that was like in some of the lives that him and Bug Out would be doing. Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm just going to be here by myself. But like I said, if David doesn't have something come up, he goes back to work tomorrow, but he said him and his wife are going to go have Chinese at this Chinese buffet because that restaurant's going to be open. So if nothing changes, he's going to take me with. So that's something. That'll be something I actually go and do. I haven't, like on a Christmas or around the New Year's, I haven't really left where I've been living, whether that had been in wherever in North Carolina or here in Alabama. You know, I haven't just went out on a Christmas or now on Christmas in North Carolina, I would go to the Mission and eat. And there was a few friends that would come over and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was just telling, I was saying to her, Nature Girl, that if she did a channel, that would be something she would want to consider probably, especially when you're more of a private person. Yeah, that's how I first, when I discovered your channel, Tomcat, you were still just, I don't remember when it was, but it had just recently happened. So that's how I remember the first videos I found of you. I think you actually had maybe subscribed to me and commented and reshared something of mine. And then that's how I found your channel. But I remember you were still grieving and going, the old house, you were like about to, the mortgage, it was getting foreclosed on or whatever. Right. And then I checked you out, subbed, and then I remember, it was like that's all she wrote. Well, you don't need to feel bad, Nature Girl. That's part of his story. But I'm glad that he's got somebody now. I can only imagine. I've never been with anyone longer than maybe a couple years myself, and I haven't ever been married. So, but that's still, any time someone passes, especially whether you've been with them a long time or not, I imagine it doesn't matter. It's going to be, there's an absence. If you go to Tomcat's channel and you go back, you'll see he's a motivator. He's a go-getter. Like I would say, Tomcat, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but for me, you're very much like the guy I was talking about earlier today. You show people that you can pull your ass you can pull your boots out of the mud and, your head out of your ass and whatever you're going through in life, whether it be a sickness or a death of somebody or a loss of a job, a breakup, whatever, you can get through it. We might not want to, but we can learn to live with it. Right. Like, I think anybody that passes on in our lives wouldn't want us to just give up. Nature Girl, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know what the day's getting longer or a little. I really don't know what I have in store. Actually, it's still a little early. I still got a little daylight. Yeah, Tomcat, I was debating on whether I might go stand at the stop sign like I did back in the summer. I hadn't done it I've done it like last month and stuff a few times. Like just when things get kind of tight. It's cool though. There's a store that's opened up right in front of the trailer park. So like whether I get anything up before next week on payday or not is irrelevant. But when I get paid, I can't wait to try that pizza out over there. Like so far, the people that have told me about it that have ate their pizza have said it's really good. It's like, and they got some other food and stuff I want to try. Yeah. Well, that's why Tomcat knows, and Nature Girl, that's why I end my videos with ditto. And from time to time, I have to try to like reiterate and tell people in videos or even in a live stream, especially if anybody was in this live stream that was new to the channel, I would explain why we say ditto at the end of my videos and why in the community we each, like in comments, most everybody that knows and watches will, when they comment to me, they'll say ditto, brother, or end it with ditto, or I say ditto back. And that's in memory of Sarah. That's somebody that the most recent person that has, for me, that passed on in my life as far as that was, well, Sarah was the second most devastating death in my life. Number one being my mom. You know what I mean? Like, so there have been two people in my life that died that really just devastated, like just. I'll be right back. Oh man. Whew. Let's see here. Whew. What am I going to do? What am I going to say? Who am I going to say it to? No, what was it? I said, what am I going to do? What am I going to see? What am I going to do? What am I going to say? And who I'm going to say it to? Yeah. What am I going to say? No. What am I going to do? What am I going to say? And who am I going to say it to? What am I going to do? What am I going to say? And who am I going to say it to? I had to do something there for a second. Oh, excuse me there. Ditto, man. What am I going to do? I don't know. I was just messing around this morning, and I'm trying to kind of practice. I'm wanting to do this more. I'm trying to get myself a little bit more like used to, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, just beating on the bucket a little bit and kind of getting some groove going. And I'm trying to practice with doing words again, like why I'm beating something, beating a bucket or a drum set with drumsticks. I had to say that. I just realized that sounded almost vulgar. At least I'm laughing. Hey, Tomcat, you have a good day. Don't spend it all in one place. Oh. If you're anything like me, it don't take me but a few places, and I've spent it all. Like on payday, just a handful of places I go on. Well, I do whatever I do online to pay things, and then I do whatever shopping I can on payday. By the end of payday, and I'm pretty much down to, out of what I get for a month, I'm lucky if I have a couple $100 at the end of my payday to last the entire rest of the month, which is, I'm blessed to have as much as I do get. Some people draw a lot less. And the only reason I draw so decent is because when I did work, I ended up, I paid into 4 quarters. They base it on how many years and the quarters. And there was like a job I had in the 90s for 4 years that made pretty good money. Making car seats for the Nissan cars and stuff. Yeah. What are we going to see? I'm trying to think of something else to. Well, I know Tomcat left. I don't know if you're out of here, Nature Girl, or not. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer. Just kind of, like I said, I got enough where, like, I figured if I was to go up to an hour or a little over, that'll still going to leave me plenty for tomorrow. Because and actually, I think in between tomorrow and today, or today, I believe I have enough that if, like, let's say after I do this one, and I just kind of get a little fidgety or anxious, who knows? I'm liable to go live again this evening for a brief moment after I check my data. Well, the only reason I said I didn't know if he was here is because at that moment it zeroed out on my end. It's funny how it does that. Oh, yeah, Tomcat's a cool cat. Like I said, he had found my channel, shared one of my videos to his community. Therefore, I was discovering his channel, and it was sometime last year, I would say, and then going into this year. So I don't know what time last year it was. Well, no, wait, it might have been right after his wife died, because when I first, like I said, it probably was just earlier this year. So we've only been but she had just passed, and he was about to lose the house that they had. Like the mortgage had been, had went back, like whatever you call it. So then there for a minute, he didn't have anywhere. Like him and his brother were staying in a motel room. He was kind of like, he'd never been on the streets or anything. I was there to be like telling him, encourage him. That's what I was saying. I think it just, it's showing one now, but it was only for from the time I said, I don't know if you're there or not, to the time you commented, it was all of maybe 20 seconds that I didn't see a number. Like now it's showing 2 people here and now 1. So there's somebody else trying to chime in again. There's a new person trying to watch. Yeah, there's I don't know. Yeah, this morning I felt like the Spirit's been it told me this morning, it said, because I was trying to think about whether I was going to hold that sign or not. And then the Spirit said, how about this? Why don't you just enjoy the moment you're in, whether you go and do it, like let whatever's going to happen, happen. Let it manifest, let it come. So in other words, if before the day's over, a spark of energy comes flying up in me and it's like, whoa, you know what? Let's go and stand out there and do what we got to do to make something happen today. And it ain't me that makes it happen. It's just by certain actions, then the Spirit can move even more. That's what I understood. I was like, whether it be me asking a favor from someone I know to where asking a stranger or whatever, or whatever it is, when the blessing comes through another person, like just because me holding any kind of sign or asking a stranger for help doesn't make it happen. It only happens by the grace of the Creator. You know what I'm saying? The giving and the receiving comes through Spirit's movement and how some people, like, you know what I mean? Like, one thing's for sure is it don't flow in if I don't let it flow out. I don't mean to talk too much if I am, but there I go again, being self-conscious. I'm just meaning that it dawned on me that at this moment in this day, there's nothing so crucial that if I don't have it today, that I will be just fine. I'm grateful. I'll tell you the thing I'm grateful about is the channel has finally pushed over 1,000 subscribers. When I am in YouTube Studio, the last time I looked in my YouTube Studio this morning, it showed 1,006. Now, we'll probably lose a couple of subscribers between now and the beginning of the year, but we'll also gain a few. So that's exciting because now it's pushed it over. Like, that was another reason I wanted to go live. It's like, I think Hopefully next Monday I can have a phone in my hand that day. I don't know if I can use my rewards points at a store. I think I might have to use them online. Or they might send me a discount code that I can have scanned at the store. Anyway, the point being, it would be better if I could get it that day, come home, get the phone activated, and get it running, because December 30th is my birthday. It'd be kind of cool to be going live and not having to worry about how long, and like, hell, whoever shows up, you know what I mean? I definitely would be smoking a little and might even be on depending on what else. Who knows? I might take some cough medicine that day. That'd be better than drinking. I've done pretty good though on I just tell you this much. I know that when I'm not drinking, when I don't drink, I feel so much better. And every time I do like any day that let's say I hadn't drank in 2 months, and then one day I decide to, even if I don't get like slobbering drunk, I can tell a very big difference physically. Like it doesn't feel right anymore. Although there are times that I want to do it just on occasion, like, but what I'm getting at is every time I do, it just doesn't feel the same. It's like, and I'm very thankful for that. Does that make sense? Like, I am thankful that just because every once in a while I may take a sip, it doesn't seem to have been, it's amazing to me. It doesn't trigger me to automatically just be like right back in the pocket, and like every single day I'm just, it's like I find myself like, it's not something I think about and dwell on. Right. Well, I mean, like, it being the holidays, like first and foremost, if I am able to, like, I keep talking about like trying to hustle or something, maybe. Well, when I say hustle, about the only hustle I can do is to go out here and see but what I'm saying is, I tell my neighbor about with my electric. Between now and Monday, I am going to try to hustle. That might be today, it might be tomorrow, might be holding a sign or something. But whatever I come up with past a certain point, so much I am going to get a ride and go put something on my electric, and then the rest, like I'll there'll be something I need. Might be I'm pretty good on dog food. That's a good thing. I'm still doing good on dog food. They're not eating this dog food quite as they're being, but I think it's because I do spoil these dogs. Like I give them snacks and shit. You know what I mean? This is cool. I mean, I know we can talk and stuff, but I just enjoy being here. Like in the live stream, people that I can't connect with on directly, they are able to see me at least, and they're able to, this is a way for people to touch base and communicate. Off topic was talking about that, like he was addressing the audience of the live, how even if you're not a content creator, most people are probably online because they are trying to seek out some type of connection that they're not quite finding in their everyday life anymore. Because a lot of people live in, like, for instance, if I tell you this much, if I didn't live in such a rural place where, like, now I got that store in front of me, and that's going to change things because I probably won't be walking into town quite nearly as much, and I like walking into town. But if there's a store right there, I'm going to have to pay attention to that because I got to stay in shape too. I got to lose some weight. I've been meaning to lose weight. I've been working on it. Let's see. Let me see what time it is. 1:03. I'm still pretty good. 44 minutes. Oh. It's almost, see, it's 1 o'clock. I'm thinking about ending this live stream, but I'm not really sure yet. I think about ending this, kind of assess what it is I am going to do or not, and because there's so much. Like I said, there's still enough time in the day that it's early in the day. There's things that can maybe happen, and I might go live later, but I haven't really decided yet. Right. Well, that's me. Like, well, for me, I just don't have that much interaction with anybody on a daily basis in the physical world. You know, like even if I walk into town and stuff, the only interaction I'm having is when I go into a store and buy something. For the rest of the time, I'm usually walking around the town with them, just walking around and finding, like, you know, I might buy something to eat and sit at the restaurant, or I might get something at a store and then find me a little cubbyhole to go sit and be by myself, smoke a bowl out while I'm out, and, you know, where I'm at aside. Yeah, I was just saying, I think I'm gonna end it so that I can determine, just, I don't know. Well, at this moment, not much. Like, I still got a good bit, and I might even go live later. I don't know, but you know how to get in touch with me also, and we'll. I'm going to wrap it up for the moment. See, it's kind of nice here today. It's nice and sunny outside. That's another thing. Even if I don't go hold a sign, I might just put my headphones out. That I am going to do, whether I do anything about, you know, being a bum. I might just put my headphones on and go walk around in the yard and then walk down the side road for a minute, enjoy a little bit of the sunlight. So that definitely is something I need to do. So that's what I'm going to do, and clear my head, you know, some music, some walking, and see what happens. Until next time here, Mr. Grey Cloud says to the eternal moment over and out. Ditto, guys. Have a good one. Merry Christmas.